Hey guys, so in this video, I'm going to be going over the material list for this 12x16 shed. It had double doors, a ramp, two 2x3 windows, leveled on 4-inch blocks with 30-year shingles, and also 2 vents. All the material we got it from Home Depot. If you guys want to get a discount on your lumber and paint, stay tuned for the end because I'll show you how. So first, we're going to start off with the floor. This is a 12x16 shed, so you're going to need two 2x6x16s pressure treated, and then the joists in the middle, you're going to need 9 of those. Those are going to be 2x6x12s, all pressure treated. This shed was leveled on 4-inch blocks. You're going to need 15 of those. I would also recommend getting 6 of these 2-inch blocks just to help with the leveling. Now, the floor plywood we're putting on is called the TNG OSB subfloor plywood. TNG stands for tongue and groove. You're going to need 6 sheets. Okay, now we're going to move on to the walls. On the 16-foot walls for the plates, you're going to need 6 2x4x16s. And then for the 12-foot walls, you're going to need 6 2x4x12s. Now you're going to need 90 of these 2x4x92 5/8 studs. These are going to be used for your wall studs and for the rafters. This shed did have 2 windows. It had 2 2x3 windows. The siding that I'm putting on is called the Smart Siding. In total, you need 15 sheets. The paint that I'm using is called Behr Pro Exterior Satin. For the base, you're going to need 3 gallons, and then for the trim, you're going to need 1 gallon. Once all our walls are picked up and nailed, we can start working on the roof. I had mentioned already that you would need 90 studs for the wall studs and for the rafters. Now on the gables, you're going to need 3 of these Z-bars. The Z-bars help to prevent water from going in between 2 pieces of siding. Next, we move on to the plywood. You're going to need 8 sheets in total. After that, we start installing our trim. The trim we use is Smart Trim 1x4x16 feet. You're going to need 17 of these. Then it's going to be the drip edge. This is the one we get. You're going to need 6 of these. And then it's going to be the felt paper. This is the one we get. On this shed, it was going to be 30-year shingles. So you're going to need 7 bundles of 30-year and 1 bundle for 25-year for the ridge. Once the roof is done, we can move on to the doors. You're going to need 6 of these hinges, 1 handle, 2 slide bolt locks, and 1 drop rod. The drop rod and second lock are used on the second door on the inside to help prevent it from opening so that you only have to open 1 door. I didn't get to record us doing the ramp, but for the ramp, you're going to need 6 2x6x12s pressure treated. This shed also had 2 vents. These are the vents we get. The last things you would need are the screws and nails. For the screws, I recommend getting these 2.5 exterior screws. I use these on the door for the hinges because the nails that come in the packets of the hinges are too small, so I prefer to use something that's longer and goes all the way through the wood. Then you're going to need 10 of these siding nail coils, 10 of these roofing nail coils, and 20 of these framing nails. I would also recommend getting 5 of these framing nails, but these will be galvanized. And that's pretty much it, guys. The last thing I want to show you guys is how to save money on lumber and paint if you're going to buy this all through Home Depot. Here is my Pro Extra number. I don't mind you guys using it. It'll help you save 20% off of paint and 5 to 10% off of lumber. I hope this video helped you with building your shed. If you guys have any questions, feel free to message me. Thank you so much. Have a great day.